We're here now for the final two games of the season. All we have to play for is a slightly higher league position than we currently have. Not that exciting. What I have done though is promoted a youth player. He's 21. I decided to have a look through the youths again. Don't know how I missed this guy. Who maybe be an option up front. He's on the bench for today's game. He'll probably come off the bench either in both games or maybe even start one, depending how I feel. Today we start with Lamazia, so let's just get to it. This is a quite average gamer. My name is Duncan, and welcome back to the Pentagon Challenge. And welcome in everybody. So this is the 21-year-old striker. He's 6'1". He's a poacher, and his name is Kogothatso Mathibe, and he looks okay. Now, I'm not saying this guy is looking in any way amazing, but he looks kind of okay. Like he'd be an okay player. Oh shit! But Garnetson now went back top of the league, joint top goal difference. You're welcome. For that level, he could maybe come in and just do something like be that third choice option we are looking for. Now, he is out of contract at the end of the season. He is wanted by Uppington City. He does have a contract extension we can just trigger. He's only on £300 a week, so I'm not concerned that if we keep him, it's going to mess with us. But I just want to see him probably come off the bench in both games and see where that leads us. Now, Hermannstadt want Ngunyama, which is interesting, and Cluj want Ntia and Tia. Okay. Interesting. Let's not worry about that. So it's one change to the starting 11, and Stevens comes back and goes. Leaner has a tight thigh, so he's just a bit not fully fit, so he is out of today's game. Villakazi is going to be set for release. Nkosi Nkosi's 22 and he has another year's contract. I didn't realise this before. God, I am absolutely hopeless at realising this fucking squad. So they two are definitely going to be here next season. As things stand, these three are. So I'm still maybe said DM short. Okay, I have a lot to think about going into next season. Doesn't matter. Let's just go into today's game and hope for the best. I still haven't made a decision on Morris, whether we keep him or attempt to keep him, or if we release him on a free when his contract expires. I'm unsure at the moment what to do. I am leaning on just releasing any of the players now whose contracts are up for renewal who are over the age of like 27. I'm kind of leaning on that, and I might even, with the two guys that have got interest in them, try and move on Mgonyama and Ntia if they get bid for, to just try and freshen up the squad a little bit, but we'll also bring in a couple of younger guys, so if we are here for more than, say, the end of next season, that we're not having to replace every single one of our starting 11 near enough within the next 2 seasons. Because realistically, with everyone at the age they're at, that's probably what we're going to have to start doing, because if one of these guys picks up I was going to say a bad injury, it doesn't need to necessarily be a bad or long-term injury, but if they're out for a couple of months, these guys could get hit really bad with ability drops, or, you know, the physical could start dropping. It's a risk, and it's not one I'm particularly wanting to, I guess, be forced into taking. And also the financial side of things is we're losing money all the time as a club. I think we're like, was it over $500,000 negative in the bank? So I'm not really sure what's going to happen financially. Again, if our wage budget gets cut next season, we're struggling. We are struggling, I think. But again, we worry about these issues when we get to it. I definitely think we're going to change our style of play from this fluid counter-attack. I'm not really sure what to But I think our shape will stay roughly the same. I think we'll still probably play a 4-3-3, but it's whether we go for a control possession type style. I could even see as if we got a big fuck off target man, just going route one, truth be told, but we'll see. Or a wing play type thing. I don't know. I don't really know what's going to happen. It's probably going to determine who we're keeping, who we're selling, and what we can build with that. So we'll see. So far, though, again, ignoring possession stats because I'm not overly bothered by that. It's just chances created and chances we're conceding. Pretty even here with La Masia. Now, Orlando Pirates have won 3-0. So for us to go ahead of them in the league today, we would need to win 4-0. To stay, I mean, we're going to, if we, as long as we win, we stay in equal points. But goal difference wise, to stay level on that, we need to match the result. And as things stand, it's not looking likely. Larry plays the ball to nobody between both Morris and Mokwana. I'm not really sure who it was for. And my biggest concern at the moment, is watching them rocket a shot off the crossbar. This isn't going particularly to plan, is it? Fuck. Right. Let's not panic too much. Gima's having a poor game. Morris is having a poor game. Mokwana having a poor game. Nkobo's having a poor game. Weber's having a poor... A lot of players are having a poor game. That midfield three who have controlled and dominated so many games for us do not seem to be doing it the last couple of games. And I don't know if it's just a form thing now, if guys are just getting a bit tired at the end of the season, or if there's something else going wrong. Mokwana trying to break. He's taking the ball out wide. Cuts it back for Sikota, who shoots. Hits the post, goes onto the line. Defender tries to clear it, but just swipes it into the air. And then the headed effort comfortably collected by the goalkeeper. I am not happy. I am not happy with the performance. I'm not going to make any changes. I think me just telling them calmly that I'm not happy should hopefully give a little bit of a boost. But we won't know. We won't know. I'm just watching this struggling performance-wise still. Unlucky. Good corner. Unlucky with a header. I'm just trying to figure out if a change of shape might help. Downside, I'm not really sure what shape is going to help. Right, Larry. Shot from distance, well over the bar. I am really unsure on the best options here. Shots went wide. We need to do something. It's just not working. I'm going to make a risk here. I'm going to go with a flat midfield three. Advanced playmaker on support. You're going to go centre mid on support. We're pretty much going to give up a little bit of our midfield. Gianni's also going to come on. In fact, no, Machete's going to come on just to give him some game time. I know he's not our player, but I did kind of bring him in. He'll replace Nkobo. Let's make this double change. We're pretty much going to give up some space now that they can probably run in behind and exploit between our midfield and defence. But I'm hoping... Never mind. I am hoping that our midfield three would maybe be able to get forward to support the attack a bit more. But what I wasn't expecting was a volley to go in the top corner. So... I don't know why Machete being up there was still a thing. And Kize going wide with it. Cuts it back for Morris. His cross is just blocked immediately. Ricozzo, Larry, and Kize. I'm going to do a really stupid shape in a minute. Our system's about to change quite massively. Not system, sorry, our shape's going to change quite badly in a minute. Good ball. Weber forces a save from the goalkeeper. So we're going to put Sigotto on that left-hand side on attack. We're going to put 2 up top with Mathibe, who'll come on as that advance forward. Yeah, on advance forward, you will be Poacher still. And what we're going to do is I'm going to bring on Jelly. Play him as that wing back on support. And it's that change of shape we're hoping, I'm fucking hoping, will make a little bit of a difference. We're making a weird shape here, I know, but I'm hoping to kind of, I guess, confuse, or not confuse, but kind of just, Lamaz's shape's annoying me. And it's annoying because it's a very basic 4-4-2 that we're just struggling to break down. I'm hoping that midfield 3 can counteract that 4 in midfield. I'm hoping Jelly's being slightly further forward than the rest of the back line, but having loads of space to run into will cause problems, and having Gotta then being isolated on the left and just firing ball into the box. I'm hoping from the left-hand side that our 2 strikers will give results, and so far it has. Mathibe, for his 4th appearance of the season, it's his first under us, I believe, but he gets that headed effort. It's whatever we're called against. Sekukun 1, Lamazia 1. I forgot who the fuck we were for a minute. Weber, though, is having a really poor game, which actually is going to help. So I'm then going to bring on Nkosi, who will play as a Mazzala. So he will now he'll now operate this kind of half space. So I'm kind of hoping that my stupid way of doing this here is going to bear fruit in the last 5 or so minutes. With Thibe to Mokwana, who's going on himself, cut it across. He tries to hit the defender and go straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Should have cut it back a little bit earlier when there was space. But right idea. Mgunyama misses that ball, leaves us open. Good save, Stevens. This is the downside. When we get broke against, Mgunyama is going to have to try and cover that right back area if Jelly's halfway up the park, and it's going to force, kind of leave Machete a little bit isolated and caught in 2 minds. The Orlando Pirates were 3-0 up. It's now 5-3 in that game. Still in their favour, but what a second half that's became. As we fall, as things stand, 2 points behind Orlando Pirates. Well, if Mathibu was wanting that new contract, he has shown what he may be able to do for us. Straight off the... I mean, I ended up in a really weird shape. Did I overthink it? Possibly. But I actually like to think that we... I saved that there. I saved the point. You know? I mean, it was a bit of a tactical masterstroke. I agree. I don't really care about this unbeaten run, I'll be honest. 1 game left. We're not going to drop any. We're not going to drop below 7th now. We can't go any higher than 6th. We are where we are, I think it's safe to say, for the end of the season. I have 35 days until our next game. I don't know why this has happened. I don't even think there's an international break. I don't know, but there's a big fuck off gap. I will see you all in 35 fucking days for me. Like 2 seconds for you. See you all in a second. And Kosi's about to get a increase in his weight. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, catch you all in a second. I find a young player in our squad who I didn't realise before and think he might be okay. He then comes in on his, not club debut, his debut for me, scores the equalising header, and is then out for half a year with a hip injury through wear and tear at 21 years old. Now, we sent him to the specialist. He's still out for 4 to 5 months, and there's only a small chance to get rid of this reoccurring injury. His contract is up at the end of the season. Now, I always will send to specialists, right? If that's ever an option, I will always do it because I treat it like it's real. And if I had that option as an actual manager of people, that I could send these guys to a specialist on company dime to try and fix their issues, I would always do it, okay? Because I want to help people. And also, the more you do for people, the more they might want to do for you. Downside, this guy's out for so fucking long now. What are we in? April, May, June, July. So he might be back for the beginning of the season. I'm going to trigger his contract extension. And I guess we'll see how he recovers from this hip injury. If he comes back, I mean, some of these physicals are horrifically bad. We know this. But if he comes back and there seems to be more of a drop-off, then we'll just try and move him on. But right now, the guy who I wanted to give like some minutes to in the last 2 games is gone till next season. Great. Genuinely gutted about that. Couple of changes then to today's lineup. Gianni's coming in because Ngonyama, he's not fully fit. Giel is coming in just to give him some minutes. And realistically, I'd have played Gianni anyway. Safama's coming in, and Sagota's going to go out left. Mokwana will lead the line. Final game of the season. Best we can do is finish 6th. Worst we can do is finish 7th. Pretty much then for us, a completely nothing game. But yeah, there's some guys whose contracts are up who aren't getting their send-off today. Some guys who might get their send-off. And some guys who may be playing their final game for the club, as I hope to maybe move them on in the summer. Let's hope, because that is the best I can do right now. The coaching staff want me to offer Leaner a new contract, but I'm kind of loath to do so when neither of the two that we've got, in my opinion, are good enough to be first choice goalkeepers, as we concede under a minute. So have both of them is not good enough to be first choice, wouldn't be ideal. So I'm going to gamble and try and just bring in a new first choice goalkeeper. Sikota. Cuts it back all the way to Ntia. Larry shot from distance, comfortably saved by the goalkeeper. Let me know in the comments, what type of business would you be looking to do in the summer if you were me? And this is also before I've seen my wage budget. We'll all be around for that. We'll see what we get together, I guess. I mean, the worst I'm hoping for is it just stays the same. The nightmare scenario would be it gets cut. Ideally, we get an improved wage budget. But with how bad the club's finances are, I just don't see it. So it goes off the penalty, and it's saved. Fuck me. And Gianni heads over. Not ideal. Far from ideal. A few players are playing pretty shit. So it got over the free kick. Hits the wall. It's a corner. I don't know. It's just weird. Like, God's having an absolutely horrific game. That's just because he missed the penalty. I don't think that's a true reflection. That 6.2 he's got that you can't see because of my face. Yeah, I don't think that's a true reflection. We're creating chances, we just can't get them on target, which is infuriating. I don't even know what the fuck game I was trying there. But we are in trouble. Well done in TNT. Well done whoever won that ball. Good block, Larry. Yeah, there's a few guys now I think we are definitely going to try and sell. I'm going to try and move on. Oh my god, Safama. I'm going to try and move on some of the older guys who are on high wages for probably not like a guaranteed start. So yeah, I'm going to try and do some major surgery on the squad over the summer. Will I be able to? No idea. We might be able to bring some players in. Maybe not as much as we need. We might not be able to move on. I was going to say anyone that we need to move on. But it doesn't mean we won't try. I mean, we are creating chance after chance here. We're just not getting anyone fucking targeted in the back of the bloody net. Larry, he's going to need a hand. It's going all the way back. Ball over the top, Weber. Maguana! And it's in. The linesman's flag stays down. Mokwana finally ends his goal drought, and it all comes from a long ball from Nkobo. Let's see. Weber well onside. Their fullback just doesn't even follow the ball. Weber, first time across. Mokwana takes the touch with his chest and then slides it comfortably past the goalkeeper. Gets us the equaliser. Pardon me. Right, can we try and win this game? That'd be good. I mean, we are also trying to win the game, but can we actually do a bit better than we're doing? Another shot blocked out for another corner. We are going to try and work the ball into the box. I don't even know who actually got that away. I think it was the defender who headed that clear. Goalkeeper completely missed it. "35 minutes played." Gima, I guess it's to Sitgota. Does okay, keep it in, Larry. Good touch inside. Sitgota again. Hits it straight off the goalkeeper. Goes out for a corner. I think Sitgota is more deadly in terms of goal scoring from the right-hand side. And for a guy who plays as a winger on the right-hand side, he cuts in a lot. So it must be a trait he has that I've just not noticed, which is fine. Like on his attribute page. I don't really read the... yeah, cuts inside from the right wing. Yeah, I don't really read player traits. So yeah, play him in as a winger. I think that's what we'll keep doing. We definitely need a new left wing though. Definitely need a new left wing option. Because Morris' contract will not be renewed. Oh, should have played that to Weber. That's a good ball though to Sitgota. Cuts it across. Mokwana, like 3 yards out, hits it straight off the goalkeeper. I feel like if he actually mishit it, he'd have scored. But gets the ball to Safama. Cuts it back to Larry. Gets down to the byline. Can't quite cut it across. Weber. And it's went over the bar. Can't believe it only come up to half time now. We've had 15 shots this half. 5 on target. Kind of says it all. We're creating. We are just not scoring. Which, honest to God, feels like the issue we've had since we came here. It honestly just felt like our midfield has saved our strikers so many times. It's a good ball. Mokwana takes a touch, left foot, and it's wider over. A bit of both, to be fair. Our XG is 3.77. Kind of just shows you what the fuck is going on. Safama has had a poor game. Going to bring on Morris. Going to swap Sitgota to his preferred right side. In fact, I'm not going to bring on Morris. I'm going to bring on Domine. At the moment. Another guy whose contract is up in the summer, but we just haven't decided what to do with him yet. Weber we're going to bring off for Mkize. As we try and just get ourselves ahead in this game. It's a corner for Sunsport. Nothing really happening there. And Kobo's having a poor game, but I don't really want to make those defensive subs. Gima's being poor though. Let's bring on Nkosi. Let's do what we did last time. Let's go to this midfield 3. A flat 3. Advanced playmaker on a support. Nkosi can be a centre mid on attack as well. Definitely going for a more attacking approach now. Let's see how we got on with it. But we've got an extra runner going forward from midfield. Nkosi gets it to Dlamini. Plays it's a good ball from Mcguana. He's 1-on-1 and he hits the goalkeeper again. Jesus Christ. Has he tried putting it past the goalkeeper or chipping the goalkeeper or anything different to just hitting it in a straight fucking line at him? Jelly has a shot. I think it's away for a corner again. So Gotta's probably going to hit this one in. Can he pick out someone in red? All of that for that, really? All of that for that. Right, Jelly to deliver this one. And Gianni grazes the crossbar with it. We're going to bring on him. Swap them to round. Going to bring off Jelly. Bring on Ricotta. So that's our 3 changes. So double change at the back. Nyama is coming on for Nkobo. Gianni will just move over one. Ricotta will come on replacing Jelly. And Mkiza now. Slots it from Mcguana. I swear to Christ. Our XG is almost 5 and we've still only scored 1 goal. Good save Stevens. We needed that. I'm just going to berate them. I don't care if you lose confidence. I am raging at how you are playing. You're creating chance after chance after chance and are just not putting the ball in the back of the net. But a disappointing end to the season, in my opinion. And it's all over. 1-1, it finishes and it leaves us, I think, in 7th place then. Now, we should have won that game. Absolutely should have walked away with 3 points. And we didn't. We just didn't. Yep, we finished on 46 points. We finished in 7th place. And that is the end of the season for us. Mcguana did end his goal drought. Just praise him for that, I guess. Fuck off. We qualify for the Super 8. What the fuck is the Super 8? What is a Super 8? What is a Super 8? We have another, what, 3 games? Huh? When is the Super 8? Okay, so it's a competition that takes place in October, so it's like a Super Cup or something? Okay. So that's next season's problem. Right. Cool. Can we just get to the point where they tell me my expectations for next season, please? That would make me feel slightly better. Squad plan for next season. Let me worry about all that shit later. In case he gets his wage hike, I'm not. There we go. 48 grand a week. Oh, transfer budget of 17k. Okay, so we're currently spending 48,400 and £332. Our new wage budget is 48,332. It stayed the exact same. We have 17k to spend, but what is important is we're currently committed to spending 32,000. So we've got 15k to work with in terms of wages. Next season could be awkward. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a thumbs up. It does help out the channel. I will see you on the next one, where we have began, or hopefully finished, by the first league games of next season. You know, the rebuild. Yeah. See you all in the next one. Take care.